What's good, everyone? We are back with week 6, I think, something like that, of the KCDL against Araxos. They brought a Terra Water Vileplume. I expected it to be Ghost, and no Gouging Fire is interesting. We do see webs, like I expected, but I can spin on this team very easily with my Blastoise, which is nice. Chi-Yu looks like a very solid lead in this game. They actually don't have anything that deals with it. Yeah, I'm surprised not to see Thorns as like a hazard lead. No Corviknight is really nice, but my Tinglu doesn't do as much now because I was like fast taunt the variant, just because I saw it in like some other video. No, I was watching like a live VDL playoff match and I saw that. We're just gonna lead with Chi-Yu. I mean, it's just super duper free. If they want to go Vileplume or something, it's fine. We just attack it. Pert. I threaten the Terra Blast Grass, although I will probably I will just be clicking a Dark Pulse into that Pokemon because it makes sense. And we do see the bundle. That's fine. That is fine. I think I will just overheat. I am Focus Ashed. Alright. I mean, I could Terra Blast. They have to fear me tearing to grass right now. Alright. Oh yeah, scary phase on this was for Gouging Fire. I'm just gonna overheat because we ball. Might as well. Like, we're just gonna go for it. I'm Focus Sash on this thing so I never die in one shot. And I will destroy this bundle, I think. They just click Freeze Dry. Beautiful. Yep, and we land the overheat. Goodbye to bundle. They are not Focus Sash like I am. And we just get that on turn 1. That is amazing for me. Now, it was never a risk at all to do that because the fact that I'm Focus Sash, which they don't know, and they won't know because I can't get back up to my Sash. But it's nice. But we're -2 special attack now. They bring in the Swampert. I mean, I could easily Terra Blast Grass versus this guy. I have a feeling we might see hazards. I mean, I really don't want to Terra in this game, but a Terra Blast Grass has a chance to just OHKO this thing at this point. And if I got that, then the game would basically just like be over. I mean, it wouldn't, but it would be. I think I'm just going to Terra Blast Grass. Right? That's always the play. They could easily double out to Vileplume. And I really want the Terra Fairy Comfy, just because it guarantees me a KO on the Deoxys attack. But if I get a Calm Mind up, it's fine anyways. Yeah, okay. We're just going to rock the Terra Blast Grass. Like, they don't switch out. So worst case scenario, they're just like Rindo and clicking a nasty button back into me like an Ice Punch or something. They are not Rindo. This thing might just straight up die. If they're no Spadef, it's 75% chance to OHKO. They live on 1 as they get up their Stealth Rocks. That's fine. That is totally fine with me. I will just Dark Pulse now. They are leftovers. So yeah, unfortunate we didn't get the roll, but I can always very freely spin versus their team. Yeah, I can very, very freely spin. So I'm just going to Dark Pulse now. This always picks up a KO here. They do switch out, so probably Vileplume if I have to assume. I thought about going out into Blastoise. They do go Vileplume. This is actually not bad damage versus them as they are Black Sludge or leftovers. They should be leftovers. Yeah. That's not terrible damage, actually. It looks like it's very Fizz Death, which makes sense. I don't really have a great switch into this. I do kind of just want to go out to Blastoise so I can get my spin off, because I always live stuff from this thing. Yeah, Giga Drain really does nothing. I'm just going to make the hard Blastoise play. If they Leech Seed me, that's also fine because Rapid Spin breaks that. And like, this is big to get a spin off. So have to be really aggressive here. They don't really do too much with the Sludge Bomb. No poison is great for me. We were Dark Pulse on this guy just because I very much expected them to be Terra Ghost on this, and I was going to try to punish that. But we're going to get our spin off, which is huge. They might click Giga Drain, which would be fine. They're going to Leech Seed me, which is also fine. No hazards on my side just makes this look great for me. And what's the play here? They probably expect me to swap. Maybe with a Sludge Bomb on this turn. But me getting chipped more is not very nice at all. I mean, it could just be like a Tinglu angle. Tinglu's very annoying for them to deal with. I can taunt versus them. I'm going to go hard Tinglu here. I really want them to Terra this Pokemon as well. So if I ever get Chiyu back in, then it's like forcing them to Terra. I will just overheat as well. They go for Moonblast, so they catch my Tinglu. It does not really do that much, although wishing I was leftovers. Moonblast. So we've seen Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, Moonblast. Moonblast did just over 100 damage, which is no special attack investment. I do want to taunt you. I should always be faster, basically. And I assume that we just see them go for a Leech Seed here. Yep. Perfect. So the fast taunt works. I'm going to Ruinate on this turn because it's very nice into everything on their team. They really don't want to take this on anything. I'm in a really good spot straight off the bat. The Swampert is on like 2 HP. I mean, realistically, they're on like 7% or something. But the only way that the Swampert doesn't die is if they come in on this turn, and then I think I will outrun them. Yeah, I have enough speed to outrun them even if they have a decent amount of speed investment, just because it's a very fast Tinglu for no reason. The reason is the Corviknight that they left on the bench, because taunting and Ruination versus that thing would be nice. They go out to Vikavolt. I like this for me. I definitely do. If they end up getting webs, I can spin those, but it's also not even that big of a deal. What I kind of like is going Lunala here, although that's very, like, bold. Vikavolt, Throat Chop is not going to KO this Pokemon, but it does deny them. Or, you know what? I mean, I could just be clicking the Throat Chop here, or the taunt versus them, right? They have to fear that. I think we're just going to get attacked here. I'm going to Throat Chop. We do show to be faster. Is there Helmet? That's fine. Oh, and they tried to Bug Buzz, and we worked right around that with Throat Chop. Worked beautifully for me. Not exactly how I drew that one up, but it works. We're going to get a Throat Chop off on whatever they switch in, maybe sacking the Pert. I think that's back to Vile, yep. So Vileplume's back out. They might get an Effect Spore here, would be nasty. No, they do not. Beautiful. I think I'm just going to Ruinate. Honestly, it also makes a lot of sense for me to go back into Chiyu here. Super threatening versus their team. I'm going to make that aggressive play because it's really fun. And most of their team is very chipped down. Lunala absolutely destroys them as long as I get that thing in. As they do Sludge Bomb, they make a great play. Call my Chiyu coming out. But now, like, Lunala just comes in. And, like, yes, they can attack my Lunala here and break it because I don't one-shot them. But I threaten them. And I get that progress. I also can freely go Basculin, I think. And click my final Gambit. Maybe they just sack in that scenario. I will just go Lunala here. Got a little bit too crazy being aggressive there. But we'll just Moongeist Beam. They do not Terra, so if I had Psychic move, then I would have been cooking them there. That actually does not do as much as I wanted it to. And this sucks because I have a very high base HP. Yeah, this did not work out super well for me, unfortunately. Man. Yeah, that did not work out at all. What's the play? I mean, I could go Basculin and Gambit. Comfy is really nice being able to click like stored power into them later. This is just not the best scenario. I think I will Moongeist Beam again. I'm surprised I did so little. I thought they were very physically defensive. That's more like it. Say Moonblast. No drop, please. Okay. No drop is big. They have to choose a sack on this turn. Something on their team dies. 100%. Something on the team just straight up dies. Right? I mean, it could be Grimmsnarl that comes out here. I could Moonblast, get aggressive predicting that. I don't think there's a need. I think it makes a lot of sense for them to go out to it, but there's no need for me to predict it. As yeah, it is going to be Grimmsnarl. I just feel like that Vileplume was a lot bigger of a threat than this Grimmsnarl is, because Chi-Yu right now is just like going to destroy their entire team. It's going to destroy their hopes and dreams. So Grimmsnarl, if they are Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is what I expect. At 202, from no investment, it's a roll in their favor to knock me out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Toys, wishing that I had Brick Break. I do not, but it's okay. Yeah, we're just going to make the Toys play now. I can always Moonlight my Lunala back up later in the game. We might just see them go for like a Throat Chop. Spirit Break. Do we eat two? We do not quite. We get the special attack drop as well, which is annoying. I will just flip turn. That Spirit Break did a decent bit. So we are faster, surprisingly. I guess not that surprisingly. I just like kind of expected like a screen or something to go up there. I mean, if I go Basculin, take this, I can liquidate versus their team or just like freely flip turn. And get some chip on their team. Be annoying. I could also sack Ting. At this point, Ting Lu to Spirit Break should never die, actually. And then I threaten them with a big Earthquake. I don't need this Pokemon at all. At least I don't think I do. It should just be Spirit Break, though. Yep. Should live this easily, actually. Special attack drop doesn't matter. An Earthquake here would be really nice for me. There's potential that they just click Reflect, which would be fine. They do not. Yeah, we're bringing this thing super duper low. And I mean, Comfy just like is so good in this late game. Comfy absolutely demolishes them. I think... Does Blastoise die to a Sucker Punch at this point? Blastoise does most of the time if they're bringing that. Does Grimmsnarl have anything really for Comfy, or is it just free setup opportunity here? Grimmsnarl. They have Thunder Wave for me, I guess. I think I just go into Comfy and I just click the Kiss button. The Vileplume is low enough that stored power after one turn should be good enough. But if I Calm Mind up here, I could just win. I'm just going to Draining Kiss, though. Yeah, they sack it off. Beautiful. So Comfy picks up its first KO with a crit there. That does not matter. So Vileplume versus my Comfy. Stored power does just about nothing. But if I get that setup opportunity at +1/+1, I'm doing over 50%. They go Mavis. This is the Deoxys. This is interesting. Dio attack is a roll for me to knock this guy out. I don't think I can ever take that. I think I always just have to go hard Blastoise here. I just am a little bit worried. Because if I get one Calm Mind up, then I beat that thing for sure. It's a Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is a crazy click. Maybe Choiced? Dark Pulse, not Lorb. Into my Blastoise. We were at 90. We took 61. They're not even modest. They're not even max special attack. They might be no special attack and be a lot more physically invested here. I mean, I will just flip if they let me get it. They withdraw. Wow. So they're going to let me keep this Pokemon around. Laxus comes out. Okay, so they sack the Vikavolt. They potentially have a lot of HP investment on the guy. Oh, I think my Blastoise dies to Helmet here. Yes, yes it does. So double down. Lunala versus this Deoxys. I actually always live the Dark Pulse. So it's very free for me to go out to it. That's very funny that I always live the Dark Pulse from no special attack. Oh wait, I'm calcing with Shadow Shield. It would actually be a roll in my favor. But now I just get a free Moongeist Beam. Picks up a KO every time. They let me get the Vileplume, which is great. Because now Basculin, I think, just wins. Basculin, I'm curious how much Jet does to this Dio. Oh my goodness, it does so much. Jet does 78 to 93. They bring out the Swampert, really? Can I just Moonlight and Agility up? I think I could just freely Agility. I don't think I die to this guy. Is that getting too aggressive? Swampert. With no Shadow Shield up. If they're knockoff, I always live it. I mean, at that point, it doesn't really matter, right? I'm just going to Moongeist. Yeah, we outrun them. I'll take that KO. Very interesting that they went out to that Pokemon first. I definitely think I would have been fine there if I clicked the Agility button. But not even going to risk it. Dio attack. I'm really curious about this Dark Pulse damage. Let me just look at the Blastoise again. Not Lorb. No special attack investment. 61 is definitely a possibility. They have to have like no special attack investment. So I will just Moongeist Beam. You can very easily be Focus Sash here, and you can also flinch me. You do not KO me. Do you flinch? No, you do not. Are you Focus Sash? If you are, we just win with Basculin. You are not, and we're going to pick up a nice 3-0 victory. So, pretty nice after we had 2 back-to-back losses. Wasn't really locked in. Maybe I wasn't as much for this one either, but it was a fun game. Make sure you go check out my opponent along with all the other KCDL coaches, and that should definitely put us into playoffs. I mean, I think I was like pretty well in already. Let me pull up the standings really quick just so I can be a little bit more informed. Yeah, we moved to 4-2 plus 9, which puts us tied for second place in my division, which is really nice. So yeah, we should definitely be locked in. GG's to my opponents. Yeah, we will be back next week. Who are we playing next week? Probably someone pretty fun. We're playing against Banana, which will be a really good game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.